Turn it off. This is really, really clever filmmaking. I love what the filmmakers did with this. The way that it opens, it really grabs your attention. The music was nice and foreboding. So it pulls you in and it keeps you there because you want to know what's going on. You want to know what's chasing her. I think all of the actors did fantastically. They sold this brilliantly. Cinematography was great. Music was awesome. Filmmakers really executed this perfectly. I loved it. I thought it was such a great film. And the story premise was so unique and so original. It was really, really brilliant.
Turn it off. Whew, very short but very good. I really like this short horror film because it gets something that every person who has ever seen a horror film can relate to, which is to experience the fear of watching a horror movie. I mean, when you watch a horror movie, you know it's not real probably, but you get this feeling, the sense that what's happening in the movie is going to happen to you. It doesn't matter how silly it is. I mean, when I first watched it, the first Alien movie, I thought I was going to find the creature if I get up of the bed during the night. So that kind of silly things you have when you are watching a horror film, and then in this particular movie, it turns out that it is real. That what the woman is watching on the movie becomes real because she's watching, and then she enters into this, into this movie, into this another reality, and it's very frightening. It was a very creative horror film. It's a great concept too. I mean, you could turn this into a feature easily. Yes. So yes, what an experience. I like this one very much. It's one of the best horror films, short films that I have seen, and thank you very much for saying it.
Turn It Off is a spooky short film that keeps us on the edge. The sound design is done in such a way that lures in the audience. I found myself even leaning in, trying to listen in, and I at one point turned my volume up because I was like, is this thing on? Right? And because of that, it gave me so much hone in and focus that it actually moved my body physically more into the story, therefore involving me and sort of creating this intimate relationship between the canvas of the lens and myself. And so we're watching, the story of this woman watching a horror film themselves, feeling a little on edge and paranoid, and finding themselves with monsters in their own closet. And we see the infamous buildup of the jump scare. We see the creature reveal, and the eeriness in the editing aspect after the fact, the different visual effects that were brought into the overall picture create this element of the ring almost. And so it gives you that reminiscence of these infamous yet very critically acclaimed horror films that come from the genre, like A Quiet Place or The Ring, and even a little bit of that found footage almost, because you're watching it through this person's eyes, this person's story, and it's pretty intimate in the sense, the way that the light hits, the face just right to see the glistening of the tear that comes from the fear itself is pretty engaging and compelling.